Alright, here's an example, and the words for this example is: a bicyclist rides his bike 12 miles up a hill and then comes back down. His speed coming downhill is 8 miles per hour faster than going uphill. The round trip takes 2 hours and 15 minutes, which is equivalent to 9/4 of an hour. What was the speed of the bicyclist going uphill? Okay, let's make a table for this thing. First, we better identify what we're looking for. Let x equal speed, the bicyclist's speed uphill. And then we're going to use the formula that says the rate of speed, r, times time, equals distance. So that means we have r times t equals d. Okay, here's our table. Okay, we're just going to have two rows. One row will be up the hill, and the other will be down. And across the top, rate times time equals distance. Since x is the rate of speed uphill, we can put an x here. And we're also told that he goes 8 miles per hour faster downhill, so the rate of speed downhill is x plus 8 times, well, I'm not sure about time. It's going to be different up than down, so let's call it t sub u for uphill, the time going uphill, and t sub d for the time going downhill, equals the distance going uphill, which is, oh yeah, you know what? We know what this is. This is 12, so I don't need to put du. I need to put 12 miles. And the distance going downhill is also 12. Okay, now, I also know, I'm given, that the entire round trip, the time it takes to go up plus the time it takes to go down equals 9/4 of an hour. So what I'll do is I'm going to take the equation r times t equals d. I'm going to solve that equation for t. Divide both sides by r, we get t equals d over r. So that's the form that I want these two equations to be in. For the first row, for uphill, I got the time to go uphill is equal to the distance 12 divided by the rate of speed x. And for the time to go downhill, it's equal to the distance 12 divided by the rate of speed x plus 8. Now I'm going to take these two values and I'm going to substitute them in this equation. Here I have 12, the time it takes to go uphill, over x. Bring down my plus sign, the time it takes to go downhill, 12 over x plus 8. And then that equals the 9/4. So I'm going to solve this equation for x. Well, it's a rational equation. In other words, it's an equation that has fractions in it. So I get rid of the fractions in the equation by multiplying both sides of the equal sign by 4 times x plus 8. Every term on each side will be multiplied by this. So we have 12 over x times the LCD, 4 times x plus 8. Then bring down the plus sign. We have 12 over x plus 8 times the LCD, 4 times x plus 8. Then we have the equal sign. We have the 9/4 times the LCD, 4 times x plus 8. Here we have a cancellation of 4s. Here are cancellations of x plus 8. Here a cancellation of 12s. No more fractions. Now we have 12 times 4. What's that? 24, 48 times x plus 8 plus 12 times 4, 48 times x equals 9 times x plus 8. All right, we need to get rid of the parentheses. So we'll distribute multiplication here and here, and that gives us 48 times x plus 384 plus 48 times x equals 9x squared plus 9 times 8 is 72 times x. Let's see, let's combine this 48x and this 48x. 8 and 8 is 16, carry my 1, 96x plus 384 equals 9x squared plus 72x. The highest power on x is the second power. This is a second degree equation, so we get everything on one side, the other side 0, and we'll try to factor it. Let's get everything over to the right side so that we don't have to worry about the x squared being negative. So we're going to subtract 96x from both sides, line up the like terms, and we're going to subtract 384. There's no numbers on the right, so I'm going to just put it over here on the side 384. So we have 0 equals 9x squared, 72 minus 96. 72 minus 96 is negative 24 times x minus 384. Okay, let's see if we can factor this thing. We have a common factor. The greatest common factor is 3. It leaves 3x squared minus 8x minus 128. Okay, we're going to do a diamond to factor this thing. A times c, b, looking for two numbers that multiply together and give me a times c. They add together and give me b. So the a times c is 3 times negative 128. 3 times negative 128. I'll just leave it like that. The b value is negative 8. Okay, so I want to multiply together and give me 3 times negative 128. Add together and give me negative 8. And the answer is negative 24. Negative 24 times 16. Okay, so I'm going to take out the negative 8 here and replace it with the sum of those two values. So we have 3x squared, we have negative 24x, we have positive 16x, we have negative 128. Now factor by grouping, since we have 4 terms. 0 equals 3 times. Here the greatest common factor is 3x times x minus 8. Here we have positive 16 times x minus 8. The miracle has occurred. Factor out the miracle factor, so we have 3 times x minus 8 times what remains when we strip it away from the first piece is 3x, and what remains from the second piece is 16. Now, you said each of these factors equal to 0. This one gives you nonsense at 3 equals 0, but you said these two equal to 0, you get x equals 8 here, and over here you'll get 3x plus 16 equals 0, which is 3x equals negative 16, which is x equals negative 16 thirds. But this one you're going to throw away because x is the speed uphill, and we want no negative speed. No negative speeds. So we're done. Thus, x equals speed uphill, and that's equal to 8 miles per hour.